Hi, parents. This is Miss Guzman here. I am your child's teacher this year for their kindergarten year 2022-2023. Welcome to my parent workshop. I will be explaining a little bit about what we will be doing in our classroom. So some topics that we will cover today are communication, preparing your child for school, newsletters, monthly reports that will be sent home, and conferences, preparing your child for assessments, and what assessments will be given, and reading groups. So first, for communication, there's three ways we can communicate. One is Class Dojo. It is an application that you download on your phone. On Class Dojo, I will be posting updates about our classroom, and we can message back and forth through there. You're also welcome to email me at my school email or give me a phone call. Preparing your child for school. If you have a picky eater, have your child eat breakfast at home. Send them with a hot lunch. Students perform best on a full stomach. Make sure your child is getting enough sleep at night. Sleep is important for a child's academic performance. Kindergarten is where students start exploring their independence. Start practicing independence with them at home. Let them lead things at home by themselves. Also, it's important to teach them self-help skills. Always teach your child to advocate for themselves and ask for help. Teach them to be responsible. Develop and follow routines at home. This will help your child also follow classroom routines. And always acknowledge your child's feelings. So, I will be sending weekly newsletters home at the end, or more like at the beginning of the week. That way you can see what we're going to be doing throughout the week. So, some of the things that will be on this newsletter will be information on what we are learning, letters, sounds, and words of the week, reminders, and important updates, monthly reports, and conferences. I will be sending out monthly reports on your child's academic and behavioral progress. I know that myself, as a parent, I like to know how my child is doing regularly instead of just twice a year. I know kindergarten can be overwhelming and scary for some parents, so I do understand that you want to know how they are doing. When conferences happen, they happen in October and March. And besides the monthly reports and conferences, you can always contact me whenever you have questions or concerns. Preparing your child for assessments. Make sure that at home you guys are practicing letters, numbers, and shapes on a daily basis. It is very important to read 20 minutes a day. Make sure your child is getting enough sleep at night before an assessment. Have them eat a good, nutritious breakfast the morning of. Make sure they arrive to school on time and set reminders for assessment days. What assessments will be given? So some of the assessments that we do in kindergarten are letter name and sound knowledge, phonemic and phonological awareness, oral fluency, counting, and shape recognition. So I'll break these down a little more. Letter name and sound knowledge, that's pretty basic. Do they know their letters? Do they know the sounds? Phonemic and phonological awareness can be from them naming the first sound of a word to the last sound of a word. If they can put two parts of a word together, flipping We're changing sounds. So for example, if I give him the word mat and I ask him to change the sound to s, see if they can do that. So their new word would be sat. Oral fluency. So oral fluency is just like a passage. If they know how to read, how many words can they read in a minute? Counting, that's your basic counting, 1 through whatever number they can count. And shape recognition, if they know their shapes. In kindergarten, we also do a program that is called Walk to Read, reading groups. So, based off of your child's performance on their assessments, we will be able to place them in the correct reading group. We have this Walk to Read program where students split off into small groups and they go with the reading parent or they stay with their teacher. These small groups are all designed with students at the same level. So your child will not be with the student who is higher than them or lower than them. They will be with the child that's also at your child's level. During reading groups, students learn letter names, letter sounds, they learn to write. Eventually, they slowly ease into trying to read small words. For the most part, when the child is given a book, yes, it has words in it, but the teacher will read the words. There'll be the picture. That's what the student says. The student says the picture. There's also writing. There's a program that's called Write Well, and that's what your child will be doing. It's a writing packet. There's units. Each unit, your child will learn to write a new word, a new letter, new heart words, and stuff like that. So that is the end of this parent workshop. Thank you for joining me.